So let's talk about how you may be running off a relationship, something that you may want and you don't even know it. Who's the you? I'm talking about high achieving women. I'm talking about the women who you went to college, maybe you skipped college and you said, but I have become successful in my own right. I have learned how to navigate this world, whether I'm an entrepreneur. Maybe you're in corporate America and you say, I have figured out why, because I have come from something. I have come from a story. I have come from a background. We have it. We got it. And you know what happens? We tend to believe that because we have accomplished certain things are owed to us. Picture the story. Follow it with me. Right? We're raised and we think, we go through these things of, this is what you need to do after college. Anyone remember in high school when someone asking you, what do you want to be? You have your family member, your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your aunts. What you going to do after school? What are you going to do after high school? We have to have this plan of attack of how we're going to do our next level of our life. And sometimes we're thinking, I'm just trying to pass this test right now. But we're thrust into this world. Right? And so whatever you chose to do, you have come to the place now where you're determined to be an independent woman. You are now a high achieving woman. And you've loved, you've lost. Maybe you've never had that relationship that you have wanted over time. And you're like, what's going on? How come I don't have what I want? If I can accomplish all these things, what is it that I'm missing? You're missing the box that you have created within yourself that you don't even realize it, right? Within that box comes things that you have dealt with that no one should ever know this secret. They should never know that you struggle. Why? Because they look up to you. They should not know that you have fears, that you are scared to death of failing. They should never know that secret. They may not know that your ego leads you more than your knowledge. Guess what? You may not know that either. Yes, but it happens all the time. Our ego leads us. Why? Because I deserve to have this type of relationship. That's what we tell ourselves. That's what I told myself. If I can accomplish and go through all the things of the dating world in college, which is very interesting, very fun, very interesting. If I can go through all of that in college, if I can navigate having maybe 1 or 2 or 3 jobs while I'm taking a full-time load, I've figured out how to have my own little apartment, my own little car, my own little money to make a way. And then I realized, like, you know what? I got to the point where I really don't have to ask anyone for anything. I felt like the world is at my feet. So why am I missing the relationship that I have determined that I deserve? Let me tell you how we miss this. Because in order to protect the box that we have created, in order to protect this life that we created, and we'll meet someone and we'll say that you now must fit into my world. You must now check off all these boxes to fit into my life. So if you want to be my man, if you want to be with me, you need to do all these things. And so we've already created an atmosphere where now somebody is coming to us with a job, with a responsibility. They have a test and they didn't sign up for a class. I want you to visualize this box, and that you're in the box and you're the power person. You are the power professional. You are the power woman in this box. And you say, this world is mine because I created it, because I earned it. It is mine because I went through some things to get here where I didn't have to ask anybody for anything. What I'm not going to do, sir, is ask you for your love. What I'm not going to do, sir, is ask you to make me first. What I'm not going to do, sir, is ask to see if I'm going to be a priority in your life. Why aren't we asking for that? Why aren't we saying in a vulnerable way, this is what I need from you? Didn't we say that before we went to college? Didn't we say that before when we were trying to navigate how to build the business? Didn't we ask questions? Didn't we tell somebody, hey, I need this from you so that I can get to where I need to be? Why can't we do that when it comes to vulnerability? Why can't we do that when it comes to vulnerability? We don't. We don't. No, I say we, I mean me. There was a time when I went through that evolution, right? Here's the change. This is the pivot. This is what I want you to think. I want you to visualize this box. I want you to visualize this box that you have created in yourself, and it is a box of protection. It's a box of protection of all the things that you have learned to escape. And now all these people are coming to you because you are the know-it-all one, right? And not in a bad way. I don't mean know-it-all in a bad way. They look up to you. They say she has the answer, and if she doesn't know, she's going to figure it out because I depend on her. Your kids depend on you, right? If you have employees or you're a team, whatever it is, you know that somebody is depending on you because you have the work ethic to do it. How does that look in your personal life? Are you showing that same vulnerability? Are we taking that take charge into that relationship too? This is going to be the way that I want it to be. Do we say it? Most of the time, no. We don't say it. Let me explain to you what it looks like though. I got all this stuff and I don't need you. Don't worry about it. I got my own. I can change my own light bulb. It's fine. You want me to call you? I'm not going to call you. You call me. Why aren't we calling? Why aren't we calling? You might look at somebody and you say, I really want to go on a date with him. And we got two approaches. This is what happens. One will either approach with this domineering, that leadership quality that, hey, I want to go on a date with you, right? Without that kind of feminine flirtation. We miss that part. We need it. We need that part. Or we say, you know what? I've worked too hard. I've done too much. If he wants me, he better approach me. Who's winning in the middle? Who's in the middle? Is it the domineering one? Like, this is what I want? Okay, then fine. If you can't meet my expectations, then I'm done. Y'all stay with me on this YouTube channel because we're going to talk about expectations. Y'all stay with me on this YouTube channel. We're going to get there. What if he doesn't meet your expectations? He doesn't meet the demands of this checklist that you have already decided that he needs to meet. And then what happens is that we're wondering what happened. What am I doing wrong? And then where do I go for assistance? Where do I go for help? So my role, right, I'm a licensed clinical therapist. I'm a women's leadership coach. And I like to work with the high achieving women leaders. Why? Because we don't always have a space to go to have these conversations. And we need to have them. And we need to know a better way of handling so that we can get what we want because we do deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve every ounce of what you want, and you also can get it. We're going to have to shift some things. What's the main thing we're going to have to shift? Shift that vulnerability. It's going to have to come out. Say what you want. Say, you know what, I feel weird approaching a guy. What if he rejects me? That's the part we're concerned about. What if he rejects me? Can I handle that rejection? But aren't you handling that rejection already? You're protecting it. What about part of you that wants to be loved? Who's taking care of that part? Okay, all right, I got you. You might have some boo on the side. You might have somebody that you can call. But has he reached the level of saying that I am with you and I got you in an exclusive way that you may need to all the time? Or is just somebody that you can call all the time? If it's not to the level that you want, why isn't it? Why aren't we having those conversations? And I'm going to talk another time about talking in a way that we are clear, because I don't want you to have a conversation where you're asking him questions. This is how we run people off, right? And it's not that it's your fault, but inadvertently we're giving people options of things when we need clarity and say, you know what, he has given me an informed decision. Let me give you an example. Instead of saying, why aren't we together? Why haven't you asked me out yet? Right? If you have that type of relationship and you can have a mutual dialogue, okay, have that dialogue. But you need to ask it. You need to have it. if that's what you want, because then you know where to put the relationship. You know what box to put the relationship in. If it's somebody that's new, hey, I enjoy your time. I enjoy looking at you. I enjoy seeing you. I enjoy hearing your voice. Why are we saying these things? Say what you want. Speak your truth. You know why? Because you do it in every other area of your life. So if you want the life that you want, if you want a relationship, if you want to be connected to a man, if you say, I want this relationship, if I want to do some things and I don't want to be single, not lonely, you are not lonely, but you say, I want to be single, I don't want to be single anymore, then that same energy and those same goals that you have had in every other area of your life, I want you to put it into that emotional, vulnerable, intimate relationship realm of your life. And then you might be asking me, well, how do I know that I'm being vulnerable? I like him. I told him, you know you're being vulnerable when you know you can feel it somewhere in your body and it doesn't scare you anymore. You are taking care of that part of your body. You are taking care of that part of you. So if I like somebody, I'm thinking, ooh, my heart might be jumping. Maybe some other parts of me might be doing some things that might be a little interesting. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm swallowing hard because I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to say something that might be a little bit off, right? Maybe all those, that means my body's telling me, you feeling something, you're feeling something. And when I'm feeling something, are you acting on it? Picture this. I'm not a bar type of girl anymore. College days, I would go out, but just roll with me. Picture whatever scene that works for you. Let's say I'm at a bar and I'm sitting at the bar and I see the bartender, nice looking guy. Now, ladies, most of us know when a guy is interested, paying attention, or I don't know, I might have to shoot my shot on this one. You have a couple of options. You can sit there and drink and order another drink and hope he's going to say something, and then you can walk out disappointed that it never happened. Or you can cultivate a conversation, right? Can I get another drink? How you doing? How are things? How long you been working here? My name is so-and-so. Yeah, you look nice. I've been looking at you this entire time. Really would love to get to know you a little bit better. Do you want to exchange numbers? Here's my number. Give me a call. You don't have to ask a question, right? But you're being direct. Now, some of you are listening to this and some of you are reviewing this and you say, wait a minute, that's not what I do. Like, that's too forward. That's not how I am. Think about it in this way. You have created an opportunity and a space for him to make an informed decision. You are a woman with intuition. You are a woman with common sense. You are a woman that's able to read a room 9 times out of 10, and usually you are correct. Why are we doubting each other, doubting yourself at this time when maybe you are right? If that's your gift in any other life, in any other time, why have you determined that is different now? Maybe it's not different now. There's nothing different about it now. You just haven't tapped into it. So I titled this, How High Achieving Women Can Run a Man Off. But it's kind of inadvertently, we didn't give him the opportunity. I want you to create some space and opportunity of the life you deserve, because you get to cultivate what that looks like. So as you listen to this video and you think about, how do I have these type of relationships that I may want? Why don't I have them? Why don't they look the way that I want to look? Are you saying what you want to say? Are you being who you want to be? Or are you hoping that they don't notice that there's some vulnerable part of you that needs something? Because that part can be scary, right? So I don't want them to notice that I might need something a little bit more. And so we back up. And then we get protective. And all that part of us is having that little wiggly feeling that we're feeling somewhere in our chest somewhere. We're saying, simmer down, girl. Simmer down. It'll be okay. She has needs. She needs some attention. She needs to be validated by you, not him. That's why we're not asking a question. We're showing our interest and we're putting it out there. So we're not saying, will you call me? Say, here's my number if you would like to call. There's no question. You have a good day. And you exit. He's like, hey, wait a minute, let me talk to you for a second. Hey, let me give you my number. Okay. Right? Now, this is just an example of how we do that, but I want you to be able to cultivate the stuff that you want. We deserve love. You worked hard enough for it. This is what I would like you to do. As you listen to this video, I want you to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below if you have some comment or feedback about the video. Look in the description links, because if you would like to work one-on-one and say, okay, you're listening, you're saying, yeah, but what about? Yeah, but I have this situation. But how do I work through this? I got you. I got you. There are opportunities to work with me. Look in the description links. Schedule a consultation with me. Let's see what we can work out. We're going to get this together because we can do this. All right? Chat with you next time.